Warning, do not use this setting on your YouTube ad campaigns. So when it comes to Google's recommendations, I've heard it from my mentors in the past, we have to take them with a grain of salt. So I know that in certain accounts, some scores may vacillate from 60%, 70% to 80%. And there's a lot of people out there or advertisers that want to get that to 90 and 100%, right? Now, here are the real questions. Right now, if your account is working, okay, do you think you need to fix something? Probably not, right? If your account is working, don't fix something that's not broken, right? So that's one of the, let's say, recommendations or questions that you should ask yourself is this recommendation that Google is giving me right now on the dashboard, or whether it's a Google rep that you're speaking to, will this have a positive impact on my account right now? Or will this setting potentially affect the current state that the account is in terms of performance, right? So today we're gonna be talking about one specific setting that from our experience has been affecting the account, right? So it did affect one of our accounts. We're no longer using it. Now, it's not to say that this setting may not work for other accounts or other niches, but for our particular account, it is something that actually threw off the account in terms of lead quality, and conversion. So I'm gonna explain what this is. We're gonna dive right in. The feature is optimized targeting, okay? So what is optimized targeting? Optimized targeting is a checkbox setting at the ad group level of your campaign that when turned on, it expands your targeting to users that are likely to convert, right? By creating a profile based on that converter from your campaigns, okay? So it's based on your real-time conversion data. That's really what it is. So, for example, you have a campaign and you're getting conversions at a decent cost, and let's say you decide to turn it on while the campaign did not have this setting, right? So the campaign is live and you're getting conversions, and you decide to go into the ad group level settings and you turn this on. What it'll do, it'll try and get you more conversions, okay? And try to reach other people beyond your manual settings. So beyond the way that you set up your audience targeting and your demographics. So this is really the main issue, right? So it sounds all good to have more conversions on your account, right? Who doesn't want more conversions? Now, this feature though, since it goes beyond your manually selected audience segments in your campaign, it goes out and tries to find audience segments that you may have missed to improve the performance on that campaign. But what a lot of people don't know is that this optimized targeting feature, it does go beyond your demographic scope as well, right? So this is something that is not in the support docs, and we're gonna look into the support docs together to really get an understanding of this optimized targeting setting, because a lot of people have it turned on by default on their campaigns and they don't even know it.
Sorry about the interruption, but if you're someone that already has a funnel and you want to scale it, we're talking about 1K a day, a couple hundred a day, and you want to take it to 10K a day, then click on our link. What can you expect if you click on the link? You're going to talk to one of our consultants and we're going to see what makes sense for you. If you're someone that is a do-it-yourselfer and you want to learn a system, get on our weekly calls, learn how we come up with creatives, angles, how we do our targeting, how we scale, how we get clients to spending 30, 40K a day. Hey, you want to give that information to your media buyer? Feel free and ask about our course. But that's not going to happen unless you click on the link. So make sure you do that. It's totally free. But this is if you're willing to scale and you already know that you have stuff that works. Now, back to the video at hand.
The issue is that when you have a specific avatars, psychographic and demographic, right? So you know for a fact that you have to target people from 35 and up, right? Of the ages of 35 or 40 plus. When you have optimized targeting selected on your campaigns, what happens is that, what I mentioned earlier, you're likely gonna get people that are outside of that demographic targeting into your funnel, okay? So that will cause headaches for specifically those high ticket offers, okay? Any type of coaching, consulting offers, really any lead gen offer, it will impact the way your campaigns are operating, because it will go beyond that scope, and you might get 18 to 24-year-olds opting in, and you go on and speak to them, and guess what? They may fit the profile of somebody that's interested in your particular offer, but they may not have the acquisition power, right? They may be very low quality in terms of being able to buy your product or service. So that is one of the main things that is affecting a lot of people right now, and they may not even know it. So what we encourage is for you to check on the ad group level setting, this particular setting, if it's turned on or turned off. It's a simple checkbox, right? So that's why, you know, for the title of this video, it's a warning, right? You sometimes you don't even know that you have it turned on, and you might have campaigns running and you get all these conversions, and then, you know, let's say you go on and have a full calendar and you go to speak to these people, and let's say the majority of them are just not qualified, right? If you don't have a really good way to filter and pre-frame your customers on your funnel or your potential users, then that is going to be an issue for you. Okay, so that's why we always leave optimized targeting off from our campaigns, because we want to have control over who we're actually targeting. We don't want to let Google decide, hey, these people are likely to convert, so here, we're going to show them your ad, and then it turns out they're just not really good quality. Okay, so we're going to be looking at my screen here, and we're going to be looking at the optimized targeting setting together. So they're saying that depending on your campaign's goal, optimized targeting can help you reach new and relevant audiences that are likely to convert, right? So this is what I mentioned. Optimized targeting looks beyond manually selected audience segments in your campaign to find audience segments that you may have missed to improve the campaign's performance. Okay, so they go on and talk about when to use optimized targeting, all right? So they're saying it works best for advertisers in the following situations. You want your campaign to serve to audience segments most likely to convert. You want to acquire new customers beyond your existing segments and still meet your goals. You want to identify new people who perform well for your campaign. You want to increase conversions without increasing bids or the cost per customer. So I've been there, right? So we've done this before on an account. You know, we followed the recommendation on an account that, you know, we're spending quite a bit of money, about $30,000-$40,000 weekly, and you know, it turns out it was not a good decision, right? So some of these campaigns were generating very low quality leads, right? So just to give you perspective, you know, their target audience is 35 plus, and we were getting people in the 24, you know, 18 to 24 demographic range, you know, booking a call with them. So you can imagine, you know, they weren't happy with that, right? So this is something that is not mentioned here. You can look at this article, you know, we'll have it in the link below in the description, and you can see that it really just expands the audience that you've selected. So if you have an audience segment, a custom intent audience or a custom affinity audience, it's gonna go beyond that, right? But from a demographic perspective, there is no mention whatsoever on here, you know, that it's gonna go beyond that, okay? So that is one miss, I would say, from Google being able to explain that, because, you know, when you go inside a campaign and your ad group level and you actually select that, you use optimized targeting, they don't explain fully what the outcome is of that particular setting, right? When you do that, your ages, right, and basically your demographic level on the audience side, you're not able to remove these age ranges. Okay, you're gonna see something like signal, right? So let me see if I can find an example here for you. Like I said, there are certain accounts where you can definitely use this. You know, if you have an e-com store, if it's a mass appeal product that you're selling, you know, on YouTube, it may not be affecting whatsoever, right? It may not be something that's an evil for you, okay? But there are certain situations where you don't want to have this setting turned on, right? So that is the fair warning here. Okay, so where is the setting located? So again, if you go inside your campaign, you want to go to ad groups, okay? And you want to actually click one of the ad groups, for example, and hit the settings. So once you're in the settings of your ad group, you are going to see something like this. And it says, optimized targeting, off. Ads have seen an average of 20% more conversions by using optimized targeting. So it's very, you know, they're making it very hard for you to maybe say no to 20% more conversions, right? So it's very evident that they'd like you to use this, but again, not every account should use this, okay? That is why we made this video, because, you know, even though this is 20% more conversions, but what if you get 20% more conversions of very low quality leads, right? In this aspect, right? If you have e-com store and you know, you turn this setting on, right? Because it's a matter of just turning it on, right? All you have to do is check it, and that's it, and you save it, and this is basically what it's saying. Okay, it helps you get more conversions within your budget. Google may find people beyond your selected audience, right? So what most people don't know though is that when you do that, again, on the audience level, it will affect it, okay? It will affect your demographics, okay? And you won't be able to turn off, let's say 18 to 24, or exclude them, if you will. So the exclusions won't be available as we have them here, right? So here you have exclusions. You're gonna see, when you have that turned on, if you go to the audience level, like right now we don't have any campaigns turned on, and this is a live account, so I'm not gonna make any changes here. But when you go to the ad group level setting, you turn it on, and you go to the audience level, you're gonna see all of these in green, and it's gonna have like a little signal, let's say, little notice saying signal, okay? That's how you know you have optimized targeting turned on, and you won't be able to exclude them. For as much as you want to click and try, it won't let you because you have that turned on. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at this other doc together, right? So there's a couple of docs here. One of them is about optimized targeting, and this is using the optimized targeting, okay? And you're going to see that there is really nowhere on here where it says, hey, this is going to affect your demographic, or it's going to go beyond your demographic. Here it shows you kind of where it's at. It breaks down the bidding strategies, right? So it's saying here, if you're focused on generating site traffic, consider using optimized targeting with max conversions, right? If you're focused on conversions, consider using max conversions or target CPA with optimized targeting. So they really push it, right? They really push you to kind of use this. And they call it flexibility. They want to give your account flexibility to explore, which customers have the likelihood to convert. So again, very similar definition to the other one. But things to know, I would have wished that Google would have included here, hey, your demographic will be impacted, right? Your ages, if you're targeting people from 35 plus, expect that this ad will be shown to people within the 18 to 24 age bracket, right? So there's no specifics on that. But this is the other doc here. You can take a look at it below. We're gonna share it in the description. So that is it, guys. This is the fair warning for YouTube media buyers right now. Optimized targeting, really tread lightly with it. Give it a test on one campaign. That's the good thing, is that it's on the ad group level of your campaigns. So you don't have to, it's not an account setting. Okay, so you could just go in one campaign and be like, all right, you know what, let me try optimized targeting here and see if the conversions that I get are decent first, if they're quality. But really, if you're in the lead generation, high ticket, high, coaching, consulting niches, then you're probably gonna wanna stay away from this. No, you will wanna stay away from this optimized targeting because it will affect the lead quality. We say it with complete confidence because it happened to us, right? So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified once we drop some more video marketing, advertising knowledge your way. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.